Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Here you can see Isro examination assistant or UDC examination question paper. So part 4 video. So I have discussed remaining three parts, which is like GK paper and English and reasoning paper. If you have not yet watched those videos, so you can check it in description. I have provided the link in description. So you can, if you are not yet watched, please watch it. Then here today we will discuss quantitative aptitude paper, so part 4 video. So let's continue the video and share the videos to your friends also who have not yet solved their paper. It may be helpful to them also. So here you can see quantitative aptitude. The first question is if the speed of the boat in still water is 50 km per hour and the speed of the current is 5 km per hour, and then the time taken by the boat to travel 100 kilometers with the current. So for this, let I will provide the I will provide solution which is I have done it, so you can just watch it. So for let we take as the speed of the boat x. So for that they have given in question itself 20 km per hour. Then speed of the stream or current, so why we can 5 km per hour. And for the they asked the time taken to travel 100 km with current. So for that we have to take time is equals distance by speed. So for speed we have to take both speed of the boat and the speed of the current. So for that we have to add both, so 100 km, then we have to take add up both, then 25, then we will get as a 4 hours. So for the first question is right answer is 4 hours. So if any questions, if I have done wrong answers, please let me know and do comment in comment section, so it will be helpful to others also. So next question is Bharti started a business with 18,000 and Manju joined afterwards with the 36,000. Find out the after how many months did Manju join the business if profit were distributed equal after the end of the year. So for this, just we'll see. So Bharti we will take as ratio, so investment ratio. So for that Bharti invested 18,000 for the time period of 1 year or 12 months. Then Manju is invested 36,000. Then let we take x as like time for time of Manju. So let the profit is like 1:1 ratio. So they have mentioned in distributed equally after the profit is distributed equally. So we'll take 1:1 ratio equal means, so after calculating we will get as x. So from that 12 minus 6, if you take 6 months also we will get. If answer was like 3 months, we have to subtract 3 months in 12 months. So after that we will get 6 months as the answer. So for this question option D, 6 months is the right answer. Next is the ratio of income in two consecutive years is 2:3 respectively. The ratio of their expenditure is 5:9. Income of second year and is 45,000 and expenditure of first year is 25,000. So saving in both the years together is. So for this question, so let we take as first year and second year incomes is like 2:3 ratio. They have given second income of second year. So for this 45,000 for the we have to take ratio how much we have to multiply. We will get this two ratio is 30,000. Then expenditure is 5:9 ratio. So we can add 5,000 to this. So they have given in expenditure of first year is 25,000. So we need to get if we need to get expenditure of second year, so for that we have to multiply by 5,000. We will get 45,000. then income minus expenditure is equal to saving we will get. So for first year we will get in 30,000 will expenditure is 25,000, then we will get as 5,000 as saving. Then in second year income also for 45,000 and expenditure also 45,000, so we will get 0. Then we will get saving as 5,000. So option B is the right answer for this question. Then next is the speed of the swimmer in still water is 20 km per hour and the rate of flow of the river is 4 km per hour. And moving with the stream, the swimmer went 120 km. What distance will the swimmer cover during the same time going against the stream? For this question, speed of the swimmer we can take as x 20 km. Then flow up rate y we can take as 4 km per hour. Then downstream with the stream we have to x plus y. So for that we have to calculate time. So for that we will take this formula, and time is equal to distance by speed. So distance is 120 km and time is 24 km per hour, and we will get as 5 hours to with the stream you will get 5 hours. Then upstream is x minus 5. We have to do 20 minus 4 for this. This is for upstream. So then distance is how much distance is covered by during the same time against the stream. So for this we have to calculate we have to calculate using the formula speed into time. So speed is 16 km per hour and the time required, so they have mentioned same time, so we have to take 5 hours. So then we will get as 18 km as distance. Option B is the right answer for this question. Next is A and B are running on a circular track of length 600 meter. Speed of A is 30 meter per second and the speed of B is 20 meter per second. They start from the same point at the same time in the same direction. After how many time will they meet at the starting point? So for this question, so solution is if we take circular track as distance is 600 meter, then A speed is 30 meter per second and B speed is 20 meter per second. Then if we need to calculate time required to circle the time required to running. So for this for A will be 20 second and for B is 30 second. After that we have to take LCM of both the times. So for that we'll get as 60 second as LCM. So at the 60 second they will be meet. So answer is for this question is like option C is the right answer. Next is in a 100 meter race, Kamal defeat Bimal by 5 seconds. If the speed of Kamal is 18 km per hour, then the speed of Bimal is. So they have asked speed of the Bimal. For this question, we will calculate as we will take as running track as 100 meter. Distance is 100 meter. So Kamal is defeated by Bimal in 5 seconds. So we'll take as 5 seconds. Then for this time taken to Kamal to cover the distance is like 100 meter by 18 given the speed 18 meter per second 18 kilometer per hour. Then we have to convert it into meter per second. We have to multiply by 5 by 18. So we will get 20 second to required Kamal to raise this track. So then the speed of Bimal is distance by time. Distance is 100 meter only. So 25. So 25 is which is 5 second extra time is required to Bimal to cover the distance. So we have to take 20 plus this 20 second. Then 5 second is repeated second is. So both we have to add. Then we have to multiply by 18 by 5. So to convert a kilometer per hour, So then we'll get as 14.5. So the answer is option C is the right answer for this question. Next is two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than a third number. These two numbers are in the ratio. So for this question, the solution is, so if we take 20% is we can write as 1 by 5, and 50% we can write it as 1 by 2. So if they have mentioned two numbers are respectively, we can take first number and second number and third number. So first number is 1 by 5th of the third number, and the second number is 50% more than 50% more than third number. So for this question we will take LCM of both these terms, 1 by 5 and 1 by 2. So we will get as 10. So in that we will get as 2:5 ratio as answer. So for this question is right answer is option A is the right answer. Then next question, 6,000 becomes 7,200 in 4 years at a certain rate of simple interest. If the rate becomes 1.5 times of itself, the amount of the same principal in 5 years will be. So for this question, if question is given, principal is 6,000 and SA is principal. If we minus the if we subtract the amount, principal in amount, we will get as SA. So for time period is 4 years, and we have to calculate first rate. So for that we will be using SA is equal to P into R into T by 100. From that we have to calculate ratio, rate is 5% we will get. Then for next is how much will be the amount after 1.5 times of the 1.5 times of the rate. So for that we have to calculate, will be convert into 1.5 times means 7.5 will be the rate of that. Then we will get as 2,250 as a 2250 as a answer for SA. And for they are asked amount, we have to add both principal and SA. Then we will get as 8,250 as a answer. So option B is the right answer for this question. Next is, a man rows 27 kilometer with this stream and the 15 kilometer against the stream, taking 4 hours each time. Find the rate at which the stream flows. For this question, we will take as a downstream as 27 kilometer per hour and upstream as 15 kilometer per hour. 15 kilometer distance is. So if we take stream of speed of the stream, so we have to calculate by using downstream and minus upstream or by 2. So for that we will be getting as, after calculation we will get as 1.5 kilometer per hour as answer. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is, find the remainder when 5 over pi and in up to infinity is divided by 10. For this question, if we take that, if we take 5 over 1 and by divided by 10 means we will get as remainder 5 itself. Then if we take 5 over 2 also, so we will get as remainder 5. So if we take n number of powers, so same we will get as same remainder if we divide by 10. So for this question, the right answer is option A is the right answer for this question. Next is, there are 3 numbers of ways to reach from A to B and 4 number of ways to reach from point B to C. What is the percentage of number of ways to reach A to B to the total number of ways to reach from A to C? For this question, here you can see, if we take number of ways from A to B is 3. So then number of ways from B to C is 4 times. So if we get the ratio of those numbers, we will get as 1:3:2 and 12. So then what is the percentage of number of ways to reach A to B to the total number of ways to ways to reach the point A to C. So for that, if we take A to B as 3, then A to C as 12. So for after calculation we will get as 25% as answer. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is Rudra goes to a shop to get an encyclopedia costing of 11,212 this much. If the shopkeeper offers for discounts options to Rudra, which option should be the choose to get maximum discount? For this question, if we take as two successive discounts of 15%, first option is, so if we take 15 into 15%, so we'll get only 27.75%. then if it in this option B 30% given, so option B is the right answer. After C and D also, if we take 10% and 20%, then 20% and 12% we will get this much of discount only. So according to this question, so 30% is option B is the maximum discount for this offer. So our option B is the right answer for this question. Next is find the radius of the circle inscribed in a triangle whose sides are 8 cm, 15 cm and 17 cm. For this question, for any right angle triangle, the radius of the inscribed circle or radius we can take. If we take circle is inscribed in triangle, so radius is R. Then these A, B, C, if we take 8 to 15, 17, these are right angle triangle triplets. So after that, if we calculate, we will get as answer as 3 cm. So option C is the right answer for this question. Next is the edges of rectangular box are in the ratio of 1:2:3 and its surface area is 88 centimeter square. The volume of the box is, so for this question, if we take 1x and 2x to 3x as ratios for this surface area given, so surface area given, so for that we have to calculate 2 into 2 for this much we'll get, and if we calculate we will get as x or 2. Then we have to convert these ratios into values. So 2:4:6 we will get values. Then if we take, if we want to we will want to calculate the volume of the box. For that we will have to use formula length into breadth into height. For that after multiplying these numbers, so we will get as 48 cm cube, so centimeter cube. So option B is the right answer for this question. Next is, if 9 cube of x is equal to root of 12 plus root of 147, then x will be. So for this question, if we take, see, we can write it as 9, we can write it as 12 as 4 into 3 and 147 as 49 into 3. So to get square root of it, so after getting roots, we'll get 2 root 3 and 7 root 3. So if we add both the numbers, we'll get 9 root x, then equals to 9 root 3. So for x is equal to 3 is the right answer. So option B is the right answer for this question. Next is, if x plus y is 13 and x square and y square and z square equal to 69, then xy plus y, xy plus z and x plus y is equal to 4. So for this question, if we square up this first term, for this term we will get as this term x square plus y square by plus 2 into x square plus y xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 169. We have to substitute this value in here, so we will get in this term, after subtraction we will get 100. Then we have to divide. So after the dividing, we will get as 50 as the answer for this question. So option D is the right answer. Next is, in a zoo there are rabbits and pigeons. If the heads are counted, there are 200, and if the legs are counted, there were 580. How many pigeons are there? So for this question, if we take pigeons and rabbits, so both are like 200 heads. So then if we take difference in legs only, so if pigeons is having two legs only, then rabbits having four. Then if we take minimum in both the animals, minimum is two legs. So if we multiply those two numbers in, we'll get 400. If we subtract 400 in 580, so which he has given in question, so we'll get as 180. Then we divide those legs into rabbit's legs, and we'll get as 90. After 90, so if we subtract those numbers in 200, we will get as 110 as a number of rabbits. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is, what is the HCF of 4429 minus 16 and 4438 minus 16? So for this particular question, if we need to get HCF of this number, we have to calculate, we have to convert it into, so 4 power 29 and minus 4 power 2, so the 4 power 38 minus 4 power 2. So in this question, in this we can get a common as 4 power 2. So in both terms, so then we take both the common HCF, then we have to multiply this number into inside, so we'll get as 4 power 11 in minus 16 as the answer. So which is none of the above, so which is not mentioned in the options also. None of the above is the right answer for this question. Next is, find the value of this question. So you can see last 6 digit, so which is, this is a 2 digit, this is a 6 digit, so in last you will get 21. Option A as the right answer for this question. Next is, the volume of the circle, right angles or a cylinder, and that of the sphere are equal, and their radii are also equal if the height of the cylinder be h and the diameter of the sphere be d. So which of the following relation is correct? So for this particular question, if we take height of a cylinder as h, then radius of cylinder as is equal to radius of sphere, which is mentioned in question itself. So you can read question once again. Then if we get volume of a right angle circle, right circular cylinder, then by volume of sphere we'll get 3h by 2d. So we'll get 3h is equal to 2d as the answer. So option D is the right answer for this question. Next is, following is the record of the performance of a football team for a 7 tournament played in a year. They have given the tournaments, matches won and matches lost, and total matches played. So they asked question is, what percentage of the matches did the team win overall? So we have to add the matches, how many matches they have won. So after adding, we'll get they have won matches 29, total matches played 59. For that we have to winning percentage, we have to calculate 29 by, so how many matches played. So for that, after calculating, we will get as a 58% as the answer. Option A is the right answer for this question. Next is, A and B and C enter into partnership by investing 15,000, 25,000 and 3,000 respectively. A as a manager gets 1/10 of the total profit, and the remaining profit is divided among the 3 in the ratio of their investment. If the share of A is 3 rupees 369, find the share of B and C. For this question, if we take investment ratio as 3:5:6, we can write it also. We can write it in 30 and 50 and 60. So if you A is a manager, then B and C, they have to contribute a extra amount to a person, then 1/10 of the b is like 5, then 1/10 of the 6 c is 6. Then if we add those terms, we'll get to 41 ratio, then 45 ratio and 54 ratio, then 10% of it. Then A's share is given in question. So after A's sharing is, we have to multiply by 9, and then we'll get as B's share and C's share, so which is in the option A. So option A is 405 and 486 as a answer. So option A is the right answer. Next is the market price of an article. They are given market price of an article is 10% higher than the cost price. A discount of 10% is given on the market price. In this kind of sale, the seller bears. So for this question, if we take 10%, 1 by 10, so MP we can calculate by using this formula. MP market price by cost price, 100 plus or minus profit or loss, and by 100 minus discount. For this market price is 10% more than 10% more, then we'll get as after calculating we'll get loss percentage as 1%. You can check in this PDF. I will provide this PDF in Telegram also. You can join over there. So for this question, option D is the right answer. Next is 300 gram of sugar solution has 40% solution in it. How much sugar should be added to make it 50% in the solution? So for this question, if we take sugar, they have mentioned in question itself 40% of sugar in solution. So 40% if you have sugar, then 60% will be like water. So if we take ratio as 2:3, we will get we can divide it into 300 grams. Then if we how much sugar we need to add, we will get 1:1 ratio. For that we have to make constant of water. So we are adding only sugar, so for that we have to multiply by 3. So we'll get 1 as a x. Then 300 grams, so we have to take it as 5 ratio. So if we need to get 1 ratio means 60 gram, we have to add 60 gram of sugar. So for after that we will get as a 1:1 ratio, 50% to add 50% of in its solution. So it will be 60 gram. Option C is the right answer for this question. Next is, if n is the compound interest on 10,000 for 1 year at 4% per annum when compounded quarterly, then which of the following is correct? For this question, let n is the compound interest and p is the principal, which is given in question itself 10,000. So if we have to calculate using this formula, principal into 1 plus r by rate by 100 over the time. Then if we subtract the principal, we will get a compound interest. After calculating, we will get as 406 as a compound interest, which is mentioned in n. So this n is greater than 400. So option D is the right answer for this question. Next is a river 4 meter deep and 50 meter wide is flowing at the rate of 2 km/h, and how much water in liters will be fall into the sea in a minute? For this question, if we take area of a river, so depth into width is 200 meters square, then amount of water that flows into sea. So area of a river into flow of rate, so 200 meters square into 2 km/h. So if we after calculating, we will get as 6.67 as answer into 10 power 6 per meter per minutes. The water in liters, which is falls in sea per minute. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is if sin theta is equal to x by y, then find the value of 2 tan square theta. for this question. If you take sin theta is equal to x by y, sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, and then if we take a right angle triangle, sin theta, so x and y perpendicular by hypotenuse, then tan theta we will get perpendicular by base. So for that, if we need to calculate base, we can take it as a root of y square minus x square, then 2 tan square is we will get 2x square by y square minus x square as answer. Option C is the right answer for this question. Next is the price of the copy increased by 20%. How much copy can be brought now with the money which was sufficient to buy 10 kg of copy previously? For this question, we can calculate 20% as 1 by 5. So for that, price is increased by 20%, so 5:6. Then quantity will be the reverse of price, so 6:5 is the quantity. So if we take 10 kg by 6 ratio in the initial stage, so if we need the current, if we need to calculate for the now how much kg of sugar, how much kg of coffee we can buy. So for that, we will get as 8.33 kg of it we will get. So option C is the right answer for this question. Next is a profit of 12% is made when a mobile phone is sold at P, and there is a 4% loss when the phone is sold at Q. So we have to carefully read this question because they confused it. So for that, 12% is we can write it as 3 by 25. So if we get 3% extra profit, 12% made profit, and Q selling to P, so we can take Q selling to 25:28. So we will get as, so 4% is like minus 25, 1 by 25. So if we get after the crossing, we'll after cancellation we will get as 7:6, but they have mentioned in question then the ratio of their Q is to P, they have asked reverse order. So you can by calculator same in P you can take in Q and P also, we will get as 6:7 ratio. So option C is the right answer for this question. Next is, if x is 2 plus root of 3, find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. For this question, right answer we can take in short, we can calculate by, if we need to get x plus 1 by x means, so if we add this term into 2, if we need to get x minus 1 by x, we can add this number into 2. So according to question, we needed x plus 1 by x is like 4. Then according to the algebra formula, we can calculate as x square plus 1 by x square is equal to n square minus 2. For this, after n squaring, after 4 square, we will get as answer 14. So option C is the right answer for this question. Next is in triangle ABC, C is the angle C is the 90 degree and AC is 15 and BC is 18, and find secant A. So for this question AB, if we can directly we can know also 8:18, 15 and 17 is the right angle triangle triplets. So we can also calculate AB as a Pythagoras theorem. We can get, we'll get 17. So if you don't know, so they asked the secant A. For this inverse of cos A is answer. Then we have to inverse of cos A and hypotenuse by base, we will get as 17 by 15 as the answer. So which is mentioned in option B, 17 by 15 as the answer. The next is the radius of circle is 6 centimeter and the perpendicular distance from the center of the circle to the chord, so which is a chord which is 8 centimeter in the length. So for this question we can take as circle, then radius is 6 centimeter. Then they have given chord is we can take as yz as a chord. So since perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord bisect that chord, so this ya is bisects the chord. So if we take ya is equal to az is 4 centimeter in right angle triangle, if we xy square and ay square and ax square, then we will get as 20 ax square, then after ax root of it, and we will get 2 root of 5 centimeter. So option B is the right answer for this question. Next is find the weighted mean for the following question from this data. So we can take it as values and weight. So if we multiply both the terms, so we will get this term, then we have to divide those terms into sum by weight. So weighted mean is 472 by 30. So this 472 is the addition of these numbers. So after calculating we will get 15.7. 15.7 is the right answer. Option C is the right answer for this question. Next is find the area of a quadrant of a circle whose circumference is 44 centimeter. For this question we can see solution as we can take r as a radius of circle and circumference is 44. Then circumference is 25r, radius of circumference of circle 25r is equal to, we will get r as 7 centimeter. We have to calculate area of quadrant. So for that question formula is 1 by 4 pi r square. After calculating we will get as 38.5 as a answer. So which is mentioned in option B is right answer. Next is 3 metal cubes with the edges of 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively are melted together and formed into single cube. Find the side of the resulting cube. So for this question we can calculate, we can take as let volume of the cube is s cube. So s is where s is the side or edge of the cube. So we can take volume of a cube with edge. So for this we have to cube up it. So we will get 216 centimeter cube. Then volume of cube with edge 8 centimeter, 8 is we will get 512 centimeter cube. Then volume of cube with edge 10 centimeter, then we will get 1000 centimeter cube. So when all the metal cubes melted, so after that we will get, after adding 1728 we will get then edge of the resulting cube, so s cube. Then we have to take this answer as 12 centimeter we will get after calculating. So this is the answer. 12 centimeter is the answer for this question. Option A is the right answer. Next is 3 friends had dinner at a restaurant. When the bill was received, Amita paid 2 by 3 as much as Veena paid. Veena paid 1 by 2 as much as Tanya paid. So what fraction of the bill did Veena pay? So for this question we can take Amita equal to 2 by 3 of Veena. So Veena we can take 1 by 2 of Tanya. So after we can write it, convert it into, so Amita by Veena 2:3 ratio, and Veena by Tanya you can take it as 1:2, 1 by 2. So after this calculating we will get as a 2:3:6 ratio. Then they asked a question, what fraction of bill did Veena pay? So Veena paid 3%. In total how much? In 11 portion she paid only 3 fractions. So option for this question, option C is the right answer. So next is a 240 meter long train crosses a 300 meter long platform in 27 seconds. What is the speed of the train in kilometer per hour? So they asked in kilometer per hour. So if we take speed of train, we can calculate by length of train by length of platform by time taken to cover the distance. So for that we have to take the both the length of the train and length of the platform after that dividing 27 seconds, then we have to convert it into a kilometer per hour. So after calculating, so the speed of the train we will get as 72 kilometer per hour as an answer, so which is in C option. So option C is the right answer for this question. Uh, Next is X pipe can fill a tank in 3 hours and Y pipe can empty it in 2 hours. If the both are open together, in how many hours can it be filled? So for this question, if you take X as X is filled in 3 hours, then Y is emptying the tank in 2 hours. If we take LCM, total work as 6. For that, X is efficiency is 2, so Y's efficiency is minus 3, so minus 1 is the, if you working together, if you will get no tank cannot be filled, because the this ratio, if you this X ratio is like efficiency is more than Y's, it would be filled. So but the emptying of the Y is more than the X, so for that, so there is no, according to the question, so cannot be filled. So option B the right answer. Next is a pump can be operated both for filling and emptying a tank if the capacity of the tank is 2400 meter cube. So the emptying capacity of a pump is 10 meter plus 10 meter cube per minute, higher than its filling capacity. Consequently, the pump needs 8 minutes less time to empty the tank than to fill it. So the filling capacity, so which is we can calculate it as the filling capacity of a tank is we can take X meter cube per minute, then the emptying capacity of tank is X plus 10 minutes. So from this, after calculating, we will get as 3000 meter cube per hour as a right answer. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is, for a certain article, if a discount is 25% of the profit is 25%. If the discount is 10%, then the profit is, so according to the question, we can take discount D1, then D2 discount 2 second, and profit 1 and profit 2, we have to calculate profit of second one. So for this question, this type of questions we can use formula as this. So after the calculating, we will get as a profit of 50%. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is the ratio of the number of boys and the girls in a college is 8:7. If the percentage increased in the number of boys and girls be 10% and 20% respectively, what will be the new ratio? For this question, we can take it as boys and girls in the ratio 8:7. They, according to the question, we can write it as also 8 into 70. So 10% is the increase in boys ratio, so plus 8, then 20% increase in girls, so 14 we can add. Then after the cancellation, we will get common cancellation, we will get as 22:21 as a answer. For this question, we will get as a option B is the 22:21 is the right answer. Next is, a farmer wanted to plant 121 apple trees, 154 banana trees and 194 mango trees in equal row. Also, he wanted to make distinct row of trees, that is only one type of trees in one row. The minimum number of rows required are. So for this question, if we take 121 apple trees and 154 banana trees and 198 mango trees, for this, for minimum rows, we have to use maximum number of plants. So according to the question, they have mentioned the for maximum plants, so we have to take a HCF of it, these numbers, we will get 11. So the minimum rows is like divide the these numbers, number of plants. So after dividing, we will get as 43 as the answer. So in this, according to the question, option C is the right answer. Next is, a cistern is normally filled in 8 hours and but takes another 2 hours longer to fill because of the leakage in its bottom. If the cistern is full, the leak will be empty it in. So for this question, if we take a will be filled in 8 hours. If we another we will take a minus b as a 10 hours. So extra 2 hours will be take as to fill. So for this we will get efficiency as 5, and for we work the capacity of tank we can take 40. Then we can calculate, if we can need to calculate the pipe of the emptying pipe of the cistern. So for this b, we take b as minus 1. So according to the question, they have asked how much cistern is full, the leak will be empty, how much time it will take to empty the tank. So for this question, if we empty the pipe b, so in 40 hours. So option D is the right answer for this question. 40 hours, in 40 hours the tank will be empty. Next is the LCM and HCF of the two positive numbers is 1000 and 1050 respectively. Which of the following could be the pair of such numbers? According to the question, we can take LCM. We can calculate LCM is equal to SCF into A into B. So those A and B are the pair of numbers. After calculating, we have to get the A and B values. 2 is 2 into 10, so it will be not, because in these two terms so we will get 2 as a common in two numbers. So 4 into 5 is the right answer. Then if we need to get a first number, we have to take HCF into HCF is 50 and A, which is 4, so we will get 200. Then second number is for similarly HCF into B, so 50 into 5 is 250. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is the sum of the ages of two brothers is 50. 10 years ago the elder brother was twice the age of younger. What is the present age of the elder? So for this question, if we take two brothers age is A plus B as 50, sum of ages. If we take elder and younger, and 10 years ago elder and younger brothers ratio is 2:2, and elder brother is twice as younger than which is given in question. So elder brother was twice as age of younger, so you can take as 1:3 ratio, which is equal to 30 years, which is subtracted in 50 minus 20 years. So after that, in 10 years ago elder brother age was 20. If we add 10 years plus, then we will get as a 30 years age of a elder brother. Option A is the right answer. Next question is if we calculate for this question according to Bodemas rule, we have to calculate this in this bracket first. We will get as -7. Then after the calculating in this square bracket, we will get as a answer 60 as an answer. So option B is the right answer for this question. Next is the sum of a rational numbers and its reciprocal is 13 by 16. Find the number is. So for this question, if we let rational numbers be the x, and according to the question x they are given rational number and its reciprocal is x by 1 by x is 13 by 6. So you can take it as, we will get as a answer x is 3 by 2 and 2 by 3 is the values. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next is a retailer buys 40 pence at the market price of 36 pence from a wholesaler. If he sells these pens giving a discount of 1%, what is the profit percentage? For this question, let us assume MP market price of each pen is 1 rupee. So retailer buys 40 pens for rupees of 36 rupees, and selling price of each will be the MP market price minus discount. So discount is like 1%. So the selling price of pens, one pen is 90.99. The selling price of a 40 pens is 39.6. So the cost price is 36. After the how much you will get profit is 3.6 rupees is the profit. If we need to calculate the profit percentage, profit by cost price into 100, so after calculating we will get as a 10% profit. So right answer is the option B is the right answer. Next is A can do a piece of work in 12 days, while B alone can do it in 15 days. With the help of C, they can finish it in 5 days. If they are paid 960 for the whole work, what is the share of A? So for this question, if we take A can do 12 days, B can do 15 days. With the help of B, they can finish work in 5 days. So for this we will get total work as 60. So the efficiencies of their work is A, B, C. So efficiency is 5:4:8. So if we get 960 rupees total overall share between the three persons, 17 ratio. So according to the question, they have asked how much share of A. So a share of A is 5. Then after calculating, we will get as a S share is 400. So which is option C is the right answer for this question. Next is a man spends 2/5 of his earning, and 1/5 of the expenditure goes to food, and 1/5 on rent, and 2/5 on the travel, and the rest of the donation. If he has total earning is 5,000, find his expenditure on donation. So according to the question, total earning is given in 5,000 only. So if you take he spends expenditure is like 2/5 fifth of the earnings. So if we take expenditure is spends is of 2,000, then mentioned in 1/4 of the food. 1/4 is for food, and which is subtracted 500, and 1/5 of the rent is 400. Then 2/5 of the travel is 800. If we subtract these 1,700 in 2,000, we will get as a 300 answer. So which is mentioned according to the question. Right answer is the option C is the right answer. I hope these part of videos is useful to you, and please share video if useful, and please like the video also, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching.